Captain's Log, Stardate 2402.8.2, or August 2, 2402, 78804.3. After 30 years, the Federation has called us to return to Vellorian, the planet where the Ventura D was destroyed during the battle with the Duros and the Suram Man. We have traced an old signal to the location and are here to investigate.
Mr. Rishinko, what is our position?
We have arrived in orbit of Valerian's third planet, Plasan, Earth-like. Should be uninhabited.
Sensors show it's not uninhabited. There's a crashed bluegill ship down there and some other ships as well.
We all know the Ventura D saucer section is down there, as well as Quirk Prime's grave.
Hey, I'm just here to look for junk. I ain't going on away missions.
You decided to come, so it's on you, sister.
Don't remind me. We could just bring you back to that station, where you could relive Awesome Channel forever. No thanks. If there's someone down there, I suppose you want me to help lead an away party. Just so we're clear, Molly will be coming.
I will go with her to make sure we don't run into trouble, like with those beasties down there.
Dr. Tabby assures me the crew is fully inoculated from their tracking abilities, using a strain of Zeldanian Nintendosis to make a cure. It has side effects, makes us act like children somehow.
We could be of help then. Yeah, the signal. We picked it up.
I cannot allow you to be endangered on the planet. Once it's determined to be safe, we can go down there.
Yes, Mrs. Locarno. Yes, Mother.
Do we have an expert on the Ventura D?
I have no idea who you'd call to look over the saucer section. Any ideas?
Cito, Vince, prepare your landing party. Take all the new people down there. Which would be very troublesome, if there was a problem. I'm sure you can handle it.
Greetings, worry travelers. I am called Matthews, but you can call me Mike.
And I'm Everson, but you can call me Rich.
We've come to pitch the Starship series, right here, this very thing.
Yes, a story about the crashed Ventura D being found. You found us.
It's about how Lucky Clerk and some of the crew revived the ship to go where none dared to go before.
It's missing the star drive section. It went poof.
It was more like a blam screech. With stolen footage from the previous movie, they used the bird of prey footage twice.
What are they talking about?
They register out as human. No signs of the bluegill inside them.
I'm Commander Cito Jaxa of the Starship Chimera A.
We're from Reddit Letter Media.
Is that like Awesome Channel?
Well, sort of, but we're of no relation. Although one time I shared a sleeping bag with the Home Alone dude. As an adult, as a joke. Nothing can stop the Kulkinster.
They're like incessant fanboys. Can't believe the 6 of you left me on the ship.
I found someone you lost. Thank me later. Incessant fanboys. Why, thank you. Welcome to the Ventura D. It's very used and needs a lot of work. And all the power's used up. But she's a fixer-upper. And also, the ship is haunted. We keep seeing the crew walking about. You've got to be kidding.
Are they holograms? Are they using thought makers?
They didn't quite have full ship emitters back then in 2371. So no, they can't be. And it's not a brain device.
Certainly not ghosts, but it sounds interesting.
Wait a minute. Aren't you a ghost?
What? I beg your pardon?
Cito died in 2368 on an away mission.
No, I didn't. Picard just never bothered to see if I was captured by the Cardassians.
Fascinating. Why didn't I think of that?
Reddit Letter Media is just a big elaborate ruse for Mike to have an audience and a legit platform to share his ST fantasies.
We need more. I could listen for hours to this.
Every nerd does this crap.
Says a lot more than I'm willing to watch this than to give him more of a screw about Starship. I would watch it. Thank you, young man. You must be Alexander. I am. And as you know, Klingons age strangely. Well, at least you don't look like one of the Klingons on Starship Discovery. They look like ghouls. Maybe the new Starship Lucky Clerk show will hire us.
fat chance they will just steal this premise and use it in one of their spin-offs.
Rich, nobody does that. We're not famous. Andy Weir even said to a live audience at a convention that they won't rip you off if you're not famous. Mike and Rich spitballing some ideas for their newly announced Lucky Clerks TV show. Mike has an idea to put Lucky Clerks back on a Galaxy-class ship again, so that he can relish in nostalgia and yell, "I recognize that," at his TV. Rich and Mike talk crew, mission, science, mystery, and not having an SL series based on action schlock and terrible things that make us puke. Mike and Rich talking Starship for an hour. Yes, please. Starship is great because that little known Calcatster secretly makes it great. What? How can that be? I love Starship and I often disagree with him about why it's great. But I do agree I'd much rather watch Mike's pitch than anything Disco has put out so far.
Nerds do this crap all the time.
As you can see, I was brought here for safekeeping, where the Romulans would never find me.
Admiral Clark?
I am Sam Clerk, his husband, but you can call me that if you want to.